video is about helmets. This is my personal helmet. As you can see, it's got my patches on. However, it's not got any earmuffs or night vision boom on, since I can't afford those right now. Let's go over the main helmet. These two slots here are where you can put your patches. This one here is generally for a team or country identification patch, like a Union Jack, so that if you've got it on and someone's looking from above where they can't see your face, they can still tell whether you're a friend or a foe. This is where you can attach an infrared strobe to better get friend or foe identification. So it's typically common in policing and law enforcement, but you'll have an infrared strobe so that under night vision you're easier to see with your team. This specific model is an extra adjustable one, so you can see at the back here of the helmet, it has this knob to tighten or loosen the inside. These straps have a double chin bit here, which I find is more comfortable, and you can see that when I put it on, my hair covers my eyes. However, that's why we have this. This is another piece of kit. It's a balaclava. You've probably heard of one before. You simply pull it on. I like to tuck my hair up into it to avoid it getting in my eyes. And it not only keeps you warm, but if you're in an airsoft match and you're speaking into your radio, or something like that, where you're likely to be in close proximity to the enemy team, they can't see what you're saying. So if I were to mute my audio now, but if I uncover my face and mute my audio again, putting the mask back on, it can also reduce the chances of debris getting into your mouth and nose, making it difficult to breathe. That's why it's fairly common in desert loadouts, which I haven't got right now, but if I do, I'll put a picture of it on another video. So let's say you have to take out a terrorist, for example. You don't want the enemy forces seeing your face, because then they might track you down, put a hit on you and your family, and that's not a very good thing. So it's used to both conceal your identity, make it less likely to breathe contaminants, and for me to keep my hair out my eyes. When you put the helmet on over it, it slightly increases the size of your head, so the strap might not fit as comfortably anymore. As you can see, I don't usually run one, especially for training, so it's quite tight on my chin. So I just take that off, put it back on, and you can see that the strap will attach much easier around the bottom of my chin. Now, I know I'm fumbling a bit there, it's just really cold in here so my hands are a bit stiff. But you can see, not only is it tight enough to where it's not going to jostle around too much if I'm running, but I can still open my mouth to shout like this to make sure that my whole team can hear me in the field. Because obviously when the gunshots start going, it's going to be pretty loud, so you need to be able to be heard. Which is why you need enough mobility to be able to open your mouth wide enough to shout. Right, so back onto the NVG shroud. We have the bungees here, which you can attach to your very expensive night vision goggles to make sure they don't fall around, jostle and get in your way. This shroud holds them nice and securely with the boom arm, so you can see at the sides it clips in, and at the front there's this bit here which can be used to have a bar go down to stop it coming out forwards. These straps here can be used to run from the back where it isn't visible on the MTP helmet cover, but under here you might be able to just see there's a bit of velcro which is attached to this. So if you're running a dipped helmet, which is where the helmet is painted, you could attach a night vision battery to the back and then run the cables through these straps to make sure that it doesn't get caught, which would then power your night vision. However, I don't run night vision and I much prefer helmet covers, so I can't do that. You can, of course, buy helmet covers with velcro on the outside to be able to attach a battery, but I don't. So this is just a plain green helmet, which you can buy online for about, I think this one was about 50 quid on Amazon. I'll put the link up somewhere. There, I guess. Yeah, so I don't particularly like dipped helmets, I much prefer helmet covers. Anyway, so this is a bump helmet rather than a ballistics helmet, which means that it will not protect me from a gunshot. If someone shoots this wall here, chunks can fly off, hit me in the head. If I'm not wearing a helmet, that's going to cut me up, and it's going to be not very fun. So I can put the helmet on, and I'm protected. So most debris, like rubble and sharp metal, won't penetrate the helmet. However, direct shots from even as small as 22 LR can. Alright, thanks for watching.